Hello, Professor. In this term, our group did a project focused on how can large-scale photovoltaic power generation integrate into power grid be improved in stability. As we all know, solar power as a clean energy is getting more and more attention. In recent years, solar power has continued to develop rapidly, and the technology of grid-connected PV power generation has growing fast all over the world. It can provide the most efficient and sufficient energy supply for households and businesses. So we hope that PV power can be used on a larger scale. However, there are some challenges regarding the impact of a grid connection of PV power generation. Firstly, poor control of grid operation. With the increasing scale of PV power generation, once the power supply becomes worse, it is impossible for staff in power station to accurately follow the changed grid power and make a judgment about the increased load. It will cause damage to the power supply equipment of the power system during the operation of the entire power grid. Secondly, impaired power quality. The operation of PV power works under high frequency modulation, therefore harmonics are more likely to occur, and it will reduce the quality of electrical energy. If the harmonics are amplified, the original power output of the grid will change accordingly. The output power after the change is more difficult for the staff to control, so it is easy to cause the voltage of the entire power grid to become unstable. Last one, island effect. The island effect is the phenomenon that there is a current path in a certain area of the circuit, but there is no current flow. It will cause insufficient power supply and affect people's normal life and work. In addition, if the maintenance personnel directly check and repair the fault, all this impact will lead to safety accidents. In order to solve those problems and make large-scale PV power generation more stable, we propose some strategies. For the impaired power quality, we found that the three-phase inverters are used to avoid unbalanced energy generation issues related to the power quality, include the harmonic distortion. The Spanish State Council Bulletin reported in 2014 that inverters can improve harmonic effect. In addition, Raza and her colleagues in their 2015 paper proposed an equipment called SMESFCL that can improve the transient stability of PV grid-connected power generation system. For the island effect, we can improve the problem in two ways. One is to speed up the detection of island effect as Yang did the research in their 2013 paper. Another one is to add electrical protection system in the grid. Therefore, when an emergency occurs, the problem can be quickly cut off to ensure the safety of the entire power grid. If these measures can be put to good use, the power grid operation control will also be improved. I believe in the future, the integration of large-scale PV power generation will be accelerated and the penetration rate of electric vehicles will be increased. Thank you for listening, and I hope to get your funding.